coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. Now, with only 7 months until the start of the Western Canada Summer Games, the local committee continues to seek sponsorship dollars for businesses and private donors to host the Games. Back in December of 2017, the City of Swift Current announced that it was entering the bidding process in partnership with the City of Medicine Hat to host the 2019 World U17 Hockey Challenge. And now it's official. Both communities have been awarded the co-hosting duties by Hockey Canada. As the temperatures continue to cool off throughout the winter season, your furnace will be working hard to keep your home warm inside. And therefore, you're reminded of the importance of regular furnace maintenance by a professional and the simple task of cleaning your furnace filter, which can not only save you money on your energy bill, but keep the indoor air fresh. Thanks for joining us here today. The 2019 Western Canada Summer Games are set for August here in Swift Current. And in this report, we bring you an update on what the local committee has been working on behind the scenes. The 2019 Western Canada Summer Games are set for August 9th through the 18th in Swift Current. And as the local committee continues to plan for this large-scale event, the medal design has now been selected. Following a call for entries through a design contest in October, the Games Committee selected the entry by Brandon Weeb of Swift Current, a design which reflects the various aspects of Swift Current and Saskatchewan.
He was looking into wind and looked into the Hebrew language, and their word for wind is also their word for spirit, and it's called ruach. And he, I think, thought that was really fitting because we have the spirit of our community, the spirit of the athletes that are coming, and so he really used that idea of wind and spirit to animate the design. And so there's lots of life in the design and movement, and looking at the wind blowing everyone's efforts in one direction, whether that's our volunteers and workers preparing for the games, and it's the athletes and the officials training and preparing, and how everyone's sort of coming from all over Western Canada to Swift Current, coming in one direction, but then the experience of the games will sort of disperse everyone into their own reflections, and it incorporates the emblem of the Western Canada Summer Games, and it also has an abstracted wheat field as the base of the whole design, which agriculture is really the base of our province, its economy and lifestyle too.
Along with the various behind-the-scenes work leading up to the Games, Games staff and several volunteers will travel to Red Deer in February to be a part of the Canada Winter Games to get a better understanding of the structure of a multi-sport event, while additional test trials of various sports will take place throughout the summer season.
We actually are going to be doing a mountain bike test event in June. There will be a soccer provincial event championship being held in Swift Current in early July, I believe, as well. And we're not so much organizing that, but we'll take that as an opportunity to learn some more and test some things with the setup as well. But then there's also a track and field and an athletics event that's happening in early July, just prior to the Games too. So we'll be able to use some of the same equipment that we're bringing in for the Games. We'll bring in early for that event as well.
Now, with only 7 months until the start of the Western Canada Summer Games, the local committee continues to seek sponsorship dollars for businesses and private donors to host the Games.
Our responsibility is about a third of our total budget, which we've really targeted at close to the $2 million mark. So yeah, we have, so again, that's not necessarily all in cash. Some of that is given in value in kind in terms of providing services and products, but it's about a $2 million value that we need to raise. We receive $1.5 million from the province, and the City of Swift Current contributes $900,000 cash, as well as approximately $300,000 of value in kind.
The Western Canada Summer Games were previously hosted in Saskatchewan back in 1999 by the City of Prince Albert. 2019 will be a busy year for the City of Swift Current. as it's set to host yet another major event later this fall. Back in December of 2017, the City of Swift Current announced that it was entering the bidding process in partnership with the City of Medicine Hat to host the 2019 World U17 Hockey Challenge. And now it's official. Both communities have been awarded the co-hosting duties by Hockey Canada, an announcement which was made during a press conference in Medicine Hat this week. Another high-profile event for the City of Swift Current, which Mayor Dennis Perreault says will benefit the community on a number of fronts.
Is our hotels will be full from the end of October till the 9th of November. It means our restaurants will be just buzzing. It means hopefully that people are going to stop in and see our museum, see our Hockey Hall of Fame. It means they're going to be going to and using all of our retail and all of our services. It's just good news for Swift Current. It also gets a chance for us to highlight our community on the international stage.
Between October 30th and November 9th, a long list of scheduled games will be played between the two host communities, with the gold medal and bronze championships set for Medicine Hat. In addition, numerous exhibition games are set for on-ice matchups across the Southwest, with select communities yet to be announced. And like any major event, community volunteers will play an important role throughout the week.
We are partnered with the Broncos on this, so they'll be looking for volunteers to run the games during the day. And as well, it's an opportunity for the Broncos to showcase their operation to some of these kids in the event that perhaps one of them will want to come and play here. But certainly we'll need volunteers for that. We're expecting for some games close to 100 scouts that we'll need volunteers to help look after them, as well as taking care of the teams, driving VIPs and Hockey Canada officials around. It's a pretty large event.
And as far as a financial commitment from the City of Swift Current, City Council approved a $75,000 grant back in 2017 as part of its application.
Well, we had to be a financial guarantor on the event, the same as the City of Medicine Hat. In order to host the event, that's a Hockey Canada prerequisite. Based on the two communities, adding that together, and based on the expenses that Hockey Canada covers, that's the expected amount, of assuming that the event wasn't successful, that we would have to cover.
In the coming months, ticket information and a call for volunteers will be announced, all leading up to the 2019 World U17 Hockey Challenge. Well, this is the time of the year when your furnace is working around the clock to heat your home, and you're reminded to check those furnace filters on a regular basis. As the temperatures continue to cool off throughout the winter season, your furnace will be working hard to keep your home warm inside. And therefore, you're reminded of the importance of regular furnace maintenance by a professional, and the simple task of cleaning your furnace filter, which can not only save you money on your energy bill, but keep the indoor air fresh.
And know what kind of furnace filter you need, and get yourself a good supply of them for the whole winter. And when the really, really cold weather comes, you're probably need to replace that furnace filter monthly. So get a half a dozen of them, and then you're set.
Carbon monoxide is also something you should be concerned about, as it's a colorless, odorless, and deadly gas, which, if undetected, can lead to several fatal cases of poisoning each year. Ideally, carbon monoxide detectors should be installed away from doorways, as to not detect gasoline embers from any attached garage or the outdoors. And the unit should be tested on a regular basis and replaced every few years according to the manufacturer's guidelines. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.